Oh, we're probably banging on the same old drum over and over again when it comes to these topics: self-improvement and living a minimalist life. So what if you combine the two? Well, you get today's video. Minimalist self-improvement. Self-improvement isn't about reading books. It's about consistently doing the things that will make a difference. Exactly. And not just waiting. Oh, I fell off the wagon, so I'm just going to have to wait until the beginning of next month. Or you probably know that person right now who's, I'll just make differences in my life that's starting in the new year. I'll just push it off. Oh, I've got so many things going on right now. They probably have millions of excuses, and I'll just do it next year. Don't worry about it. I'll be totally fine then. And it's like, okay, cool. I don't need to listen to you then. I think of self-improving. Okay, this is Mike Dongya. Okay, I think we've used him and his articles a fair few times. I like his articles for the most part. I don't think I've dunked on him before, but yeah, good author. I like his stuff. As a subcategory of philosophy. It deals with some of the most practical questions of life, the kind of questions that any person intent on living well will ask themselves from time to time. Questions such as, what are some goals that are worth aiming for, and how do I change myself and my habits? This is good stuff, and I think there are two traps that any would-be self-improver should be aware of. The first is a very real possibility that you might aim at the wrong target. Yup, that's why you gotta constantly self-correct, okay? Self-improvement is no magic pill. Many smart and ambitious people throughout history have used their impressive self-improvement powers to become ugly humans. Yup. To truly improve oneself, you must make sure that the direction you are moving towards is better and not just different. Exactly. Second trap is the temptation to become a self-improvement junkie. I'm sure you know the people of those life. Yeah, they're just annoying people now, aren't they? Oh, I found the magic pill out there. Oh my gosh, everything in my life is becoming so much better, and you need to do it, and you need to do it, and you need to follow exactly what this guy says, and you need to follow exactly what that guy says. Follow what Smith & Wesson says and imprint it on the back of your throat. They're always reading about how to change, but they're rarely changing. Yeah, no, they have all of this wealth of information, but they do nothing with it. They just sit on it, and because I know this, I can just lord over you so much better. Oh, I spend my time doing so many better things than you, but in actuality, I don't put any of them into practice. You know all the techniques, but so little of the practice. And the rest of the article will deal with the problem of the second trap. Are you procrastinating or improving? Good question. There's a real temptation for some of us to get sucked into reading about self-improvement all the time so that it becomes something of a hobby. Yeah, if you spend all your time reading it and not actually putting it into practice, what are you doing? Okay, you're spending your time better than just reading, than watching, like, say, trashy reality television, but again, if you're just amassing all of this information, you're not doing anything with it. Are you really spending your time any better? I think the reason is simple. Reading about self-improvement gives you much of the initial pleasure of changing your life without any of the demanding aspects. Oh yeah, you feel like you just uncovered the mystery to the universe. You have all the answers at your disposal. You just need to put them into practice. And then you realize that putting them into practice is a heck of a lot of work. And then, tomorrow. Maybe not that one. That one's probably stupid for some reasons. And I tried that, but this guy says if I just believe, it'll be better. Yeah, okay, cool. As long as we're making plans to change or reading about the best ways to change, we don't have to begin the hard part. And so, reading about self-improvement can be a kind of procrastination. The first step in changing this behavior is simply to recognize that it applies to you. That's it. Just notice that what you are doing is daydreaming rather than real thinking. And there's nothing wrong with daydreaming too. When I go for a nice long run on Sundays, I think about all the different types of hilarious things I could do with, say the superpowers of Doctor Strange and Superman rolled into one person. It's fun, okay, but at the end of that, it's just a nice way to pass the time when I'm running in bone-chilling cold or boiling heat in the summer. Nothing wrong with that, but if that's what you do all the time, something wrong with that. You know what I mean. Rather than real thinking. Notice the practice is pleasurable, but not actually productive. There it is. The goal of minimalist self-improvement is to spend as little time as possible in researching phase and more time in the application stage. Exactly. Okay. Find a plan, see if it works for you, put it in practice. If it doesn't work after a substantial, not really substantial, sorry, wrong choice of words, just enough time in order to see if it works, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, okay? Put it into practice. If it's not working out for you, then you know what, hey, refine your process. Other than that, you don't need to be diving deep into these, how to make your life better and 10 easy tips. They are never that easy and never that simple, and they rarely work. Counter self-doubt with simplicity. All right. One of the main reasons why people turn into self-improvement junkies is self-doubt. They want to change, but they don't trust themselves. They assume that most people have some special knowledge or skills that they don't possess, and they keep searching and searching, and the key to magically eliminate their struggle. It is true that change is hard, but also surprisingly simple. Yep, because change is merely as simple as just doing one thing different. Okay, it doesn't have to be big tectonic shifts in your lifestyle. It could be, instead of for dessert, okay, you normally have a couple of cookies, you have one cookie. Okay, it could be something that simple. Some human disciplines really do require special knowledge accumulated over time. Take medicine or engineering, for example. Exactly, but the changes in your life don't have to be that significant. For most everyday human purists, there is no special knowledge. The path to improvement is beautifully simple. You just have to do the real thing over and over again. Exactly. Find 1 or 2 habits that really matter and focus all of your energy on doing those things well. It's something else that I talk about a lot, and it's something that Dr. Jordan Peterson talks about all the time. Ask yourself the question, and you really want to have to know the answer. What catastrophically stupid thing are you doing to make your life worse? You know the answer, and you will find it out so quickly it'll make your hair curl. And given enough time and given enough length to my hair, it's quite curly. Just go back to see the first video on the channel. You know what's making your life worse, and you can figure it out and you can point it out if you're being honest with yourself and you really want to know the answer to it. For example, if you're not happy with your health in general, you might be tempted to read 100 blog posts or dozens of books for the latest theories of human health. But unless you are already exercising 20 to 30 minutes a day, or 3 hours, tomato, you don't even need to do that. Just start exercising. Don't miss a day. Do it for 6 to 12 months to see how you feel. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Consistency. And something small, okay? The reason why you're failing with your life changes is probably because you're aiming too high, okay? You can't aim low enough if you're just going to be changing some small things. And then eventually, they just add up, okay? Simplicity can be applied to almost any endeavor. Identify the 1 or 2 practices that deliver 80% of the results and then focus on those. Yeah, the Pareto distribution. 20% of the things make up 80% of what you're actually doing in life. It's just like at work, okay? 20% of the people do 80% of the work. It's just how things shake out. The Pareto distribution, the Matthew principle, whatever you want to call it. To those who have, more will be given. To those who have nothing, everything will be taken. It's a tough fact of life, but it's just that. It's a fact of life. Take simple ideas seriously. I think this is probably going to be a little bit of an explication as to what I was talking about earlier. The power of minimalist self-improvement is that it removes the false sense of we're doing real work by merely reading about how to change. Minimalist self-improvement eliminates the excuse that improvement is impossible just because it recognizes that self-improvement is mostly about taking simple ideas seriously. Yeah. Chances are you already know exactly what you need to do in order to improve a certain aspect of your life or character, and you just haven't stuck with the plan long enough to see results, or you keep changing the plan along the way. Yeah, making fundamental changes. It's like, I'm not exercising enough. Well, what are you doing for exercise? Well, I'm just walking. How about you walk a little bit faster? No, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to go home and sit at home because I twisted my ankle, or it's a dog chased me down the path and I don't want to walk that path anymore. Okay, well, stop being scared, stupid. Just keep doing that one thing. Do it well, do it with focus, and do it for a long period of time. The true magic of minimalist self-improvement is giving yourself the consistent target and a long runway. The real magic is the magic of consistency. What's a simple idea that you can start taking seriously today? Exactly. Okay, nice parting question at the end, and I will just give you a couple of examples. Okay, what's your diet looking like? How many times do you eat? When do you eat? What's your timing of your eating? You can change any one of those factors, okay? You can be a little bit more nutritionally dense, okay? It could be stop eating out of a box or a bag and do it for, yeah, like I said, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 months, a year. Okay, you're gonna see marked differences. Are you exercising? Okay, well, do something. Okay, and then just switch up that intensity every 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, that you'll see a huge improvement. And okay, yeah, try to aim to do something every single day. Okay, 20 minutes a day doesn't seem like that much, but if you miss out on a day, that's fine. You don't have to wait until the end of the week. Okay, you don't have to wait any longer than you need to. You just hop back on that bicycle the next day. And then next week, maybe you get through that entire week, okay? And then maybe you start to set your horizon point out for the entire month. You do something every day for a month. That's awesome, okay? So yeah, instead of just trying to place your faith in a bunch of different weird nebulous ideas, the basics. The basics don't lead people down the wrong path. They're the basics for a reason, okay? And you can make the little changes that improve your life. All you need to do is just start doing them. And with that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.